The most haunted places in America, terrifying tales. America, with its vast landscape and rich history, is home to countless stories of the supernatural. These tales passed down through generations, have grown into legends that capture our imaginations and send chills down our spines. From abandoned asylums to haunted hotels, America's most haunted places are more than just tourist attractions, they are the keepers of tragic histories and ghostly apparitions. This article will delve into some of the most terrifying haunted locations in the United States, exploring their dark pasts and the spine-tingling encounters reported by those brave enough to visit. 1. The Stanley Hotel, Estes Park, Colorado. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains, the Stanley Hotel is famously known as the inspiration for Stephen King's horror novel, The Shining. Built in 1909 by freelance Oscar Stanley, this grand hotel has a reputation for paranormal activity that has attracted ghost hunters and horror enthusiasts alike. Guests and staff have reported numerous strange occurrences, such as piano music playing in empty rooms, lights flickering, and ghostly apparitions wandering the halls. Room 217 is particularly infamous, where housekeeper Elizabeth Wilson is said to have been haunted since a gas explosion nearly killed her in 1911. Visitors claim to see her ghost unpacking their bags and tidying up the room. 2. The Queen Mary, Long Beach, California. The Queen Mary, a retired British ocean liner permanently docked in Long Beach, California, served as both a luxury cruise ship and a troop ship during World War II. Over the years, it has become known as one of the most haunted places in America. The ship's dark history is echoed in its numerous ghostly sightings. The engine room, where a young sailor was crushed to death by a watertight door, is a hotspot for paranormal activity. Visitors have reported hearing his screams and seeing his ghost. The first-class swimming pool, now empty, is another eerie location where ghostly women in vintage swimsuits are often seen. The Queen Mary's haunted history has made it a popular destination for ghost tours and paranormal investigations. 3. Eastern State Penitentiary, Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Opened in 1829, Eastern State Penitentiary was designed to reform inmates through solitary confinement. However, its harsh conditions and brutal punishments turned it into a place of unimaginable suffering. The prison's abandoned cell blocks are said to be haunted by the spirits of former inmates. Ghostly apparitions, disembodied voices, and shadowy figures have been reported by visitors and staff. Cell Block 12 is particularly notorious, with reports of echoing footsteps and distant cries. The penitentiary's grim atmosphere and chilling paranormal activity make it a must-visit for those seeking a truly terrifying experience. 4. The Myrtles Plantation, St. Francisville, Louisiana. The Myrtles Plantation, built in 1796, is considered one of America's most haunted homes. Legend has it that the plantation is cursed, with a history of murder, mystery, and numerous ghostly encounters. Chloe, a former slave, is the most famous ghost associated with the Myrtles Plantation. According to legend, she was hanged by fellow slaves for poisoning the plantation owner's family. Her spirit is said to roam the property, often seen wearing a green turban. The plantation's ghostly residents also include children who have been seen playing on the verandas and in the hallways. Photographs taken at the Myrtles Plantation often reveal mysterious figures and unexplained anomalies. 5. The Winchester Mystery House, San Jose, California. The Winchester Mystery House was the residence of Sarah Winchester, widow of William Wirt Winchester, the inventor of the famous rifle. After her husband's death, Sarah began an endless construction project on the mansion, allegedly guided by the spirits of those killed by Winchester rifles. The house, with its labyrinthine layout, staircases leading to nowhere, and doors that open into walls, is said to be haunted by restless spirits. Sarah Winchester herself is believed to still roam the mansion, with visitors reporting sightings of her ghostly figure. Strange noises, cold spots, and phantom footsteps add to the eerie atmosphere of this peculiar and haunted residence. 6. Waverly Hills Sanatorium, Louisville, Kentucky. Waverly Hills Sanatorium opened in 1910, was a tuberculosis hospital where thousands of patients died during the TB epidemic. The hospital's dark history and high death toll have contributed to its reputation as one of the most haunted places in America. The most famous ghost at Waverly Hills is the Creeper, a dark, shadowy figure that crawls along the walls and ceilings. The fifth floor, particularly room 502, is notorious for paranormal activity. It's said that a nurse who committed suicide in this room now haunts it, with visitors reporting sightings of her ghost and feelings of despair and nausea. The Body Chute, a tunnel used to transport deceased patients, is another haunted location where people have experienced cold spots and heard disembodied voices. 7. The Bell Witch Cave, Adams, Tennessee. The Bell Witch Cave is linked to the legend of the Bell Witch, a malicious spirit that tormented the Bell family in the early 1800s. The witch, believed to be the spirit of a woman named Kate Batts, terrorized the family with physical attacks and poltergeist activity. The cave, located on the former Bell family property, is said to be a portal for the Bell Witch. Visitors have reported eerie experiences, such as hearing whispers, seeing shadowy figures, and feeling an overwhelming sense of dread. The Bell Witch Cave remains a popular site for paranormal enthusiasts and those intrigued by one of America's most famous ghost stories. 8. The Lizzie Borden House, Fall River, Massachusetts. The Lizzie Borden House, the site of the infamous 1892 axe murders of Andrew and Abby Borden, is now a bed and breakfast where guests can experience the chilling history firsthand. Visitors to the Lizzie Borden House have reported ghostly encounters, including apparitions of the murdered Bordens and mysterious noises such as footsteps and voices. The room where Abby Borden was brutally killed is particularly active, with guests feeling cold spots and witnessing objects moving on their own. The house's dark past and eerie atmosphere make it a magnet for those interested in the macabre. 9. The Villisca Axe Murder House, Villisca, Iowa. In 1912, the small town of Villisca, Iowa, was shaken by the brutal axe murders of the Moore family and 2 guests. The crime remains unsolved, and the house where the murders took place is said to be haunted by the spirits of the victims. Visitors to the Villisca Axe Murder House have reported hearing children's voices, seeing ghostly apparitions, and experiencing physical touches from unseen hands. The house has been the subject of numerous paranormal investigations, with many capturing chilling evidence of supernatural activity. The tragic history and lingering spirits make the Villisca Axe Murder House a profoundly unsettling place. 10. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, Weston, West Virginia. The Trans-Allegheny Lunatic Asylum, opened in 1864, was designed to house 250 patients, but at its peak, it held over 2,400. The overcrowded and underfunded asylum became a place of suffering and despair, with many patients subjected to inhumane treatment. The asylum is notorious for its paranormal activity. Visitors have reported seeing ghostly apparitions, hearing disembodied voices, and feeling sudden drops in temperature. The spirit of a young girl named Lily, who is said to have died in the asylum, is a frequent presence. Her room is filled with toys and often has a playful yet eerie atmosphere. The asylum's dark history and ghostly inhabitants make it a chilling destination for those seeking a glimpse into the past. Conclusion. The haunted places of America are more than just eerie stories, they are remnants of tragic histories and the mysteries of the unknown. From haunted hotels and asylums to ghost-ridden mansions and murder sites, these locations offer a spine-tingling experience for those brave enough to visit. Whether you believe in the paranormal or are simply fascinated by the macabre, America's most haunted places are sure to leave you with a sense of unease and wonder. So, if you dare, explore these terrifying tales and uncover the ghosts that still roam these haunted grounds.